What are the education requirements you need to break into technical writing? Hey there, my name is Josh and I have over 10 years of experience in technical writing, and I'm also the founder of Technical Writer HQ. Becoming a technical writer requires a set of technical and writing skills that allow you to transform complex technical information into user-friendly content. And you don't even need a degree to break into the field. In this video, I'll explain the technical writer's education requirements. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get more great technical writing content from Technical Writer HQ YouTube channel. Now let's go ahead and look at the education requirements. Technical writers need a set of specific skills to do their jobs effectively. These are the main education requirements to apply for a job in this position. The first is a bachelor's degree. Though a bachelor's degree in a specific field is not required to become a technical writer, however, the vast majority of technical writers do have one. And having a degree relevant to a vertical you want to jump into is especially helpful. For example here, if you're writing medical instructions, then having a bachelor's in a medical study can help you stand out. However, more and more job seekers are opting away from the four-year college journey to work on a portfolio and certifications instead, which can land you the same job in less than a quarter of the time without any of the debt. Next, we have technical writing certifications, as we mentioned, as a great alternative to a degree. And there are many online academies that offer professional grade certifications in technical writing, like Technical Writer HQ. Earning a certification in technical writing, medical writing, or even UX writing can give you the knowledge and branding you need to take your first steps into the world of tech writing. You should also have a set of prerequisites to become a technical writer, both in general and relevant to your desired industry. The first is writing skills. The ability to transform complex ideas into a piece of writing that everyone can understand is invaluable for technical writers. And there's only one way to hone the skill, and that's to write documentation and get feedback on it. So network and find mentors, internships, and volunteer opportunities where you can get this feedback from more experienced writers. Moreover, it will give you a chance to build your portfolio that you can link to right on your resume. And there's nothing that says you know what you're doing more than a portfolio that's relevant to the industry you want to get into. I recommend using a no-code website like Wix or Squarespace if you want to set up something fast to host your portfolio. Another way to get feedback is through taking a certification course, like I had mentioned, as the one on Technical Writer HQ, because in these courses, instructors will actually review your technical writing and ensure you know where to improve. And then you can use these samples in your portfolio. Another big prerequisite that we briefly mentioned earlier is technical knowledge. Having deep technical knowledge of your desired vertical is crucial to stand out as a job seeker. This will make it easier for you to understand the concepts and processes linked to the industry you write for. Moreover, simplify these concepts and processes for end users. Also, there are many fields in technical writing, so choose one in which you feel most confident based on your knowledge. For example, if you have knowledge or interest in coding, you can become an API technical writer. Next is knowing how to research effectively. Research is the foundation of technical writing. You need to research your audience to analyze and improve their user experience. And what that means is that they'll read your documentation and they'll understand it very well because you understand what they need to know in order to be able to comprehend it. And at other times, they'll need to interview engineers, product managers, and developers to get firsthand complex data to help you craft your documentation. And of course, if you're interviewing subject matter experts, then you need the ability to communicate well. And the technical writer must communicate with different teams to collect as much information as possible to draft documentation that makes an impact. Being a good technical communicator will help you better the audience you are writing for, and in turn significantly improve the quality of your technical documentation. And if you're going to simplify complex information, then you must also have a knack for analyzing content. As a technical writer, you must continually analyze your audience to gauge the level of technical knowledge that they have. Are they experts? Are they new to this knowledge? Are they right in the area of, hey, I want to be teaching this to another set of individuals? So there's many different types of audiences. And this analysis should be done before writing any technical documentation. In this way, you can determine the level of complexity that your documentation should have. The last here is creating a portfolio, and we again mentioned this a little earlier. Working on your documentation portfolio is essential. Your portfolio should include a number of different samples to showcase the depth of your writing skills. Samples can include instruction manuals, user guides, how-to guides, grant proposals, release notes, scientific articles, and much more. And when you apply for a new job as a technical writer, you'll always be asked about your experience, so a portfolio is the best way to demonstrate your experience and skills, and you can link to it again right at the top of your resume because it's the easiest way for a recruiter or hiring manager to know that you can do the work. Now let's take a look at the requirements for popular industries. With the rise of technology industries, the demand for technical writers has grown exponentially in recent years. Although countless industries are always hiring technical writers, let's review the most popular ones. The first is software companies. Technical writers are a fundamental part of scaling software companies. They're responsible for establishing communication between the company and end users through user guides, technical specification documents, release notes, and much more. To work at a software company, you should have a good understanding of UX, UI design, content design, information architecture, the software development cycle, and concepts like Agile and Scrum. Next is the aerospace industry. In the aerospace industry, technical writers create technical documentation by government aviation guidelines. Whether for the government or a private company, the aerospace industry is growing by leaps and bounds, leading to a significant increase in job creation for technical writers. Just think of how cool it would be to write technical documentation for a company like SpaceX. And in this industry, you need deep engineering experience to write this type of documentation. And you can get this experience from an engineering degree, engineering trade school, or even just a strong interest in aerospace. And then we have the medical industry. The medical industry needs technical writers to create user manuals and specifications for medical equipment and also documentation for end users, including patients, to better understand their medical procedures, medicines, and guidelines to take better care of their health. And you often see these guidelines when you walk into a doctor's office, and you'll see them on a poster right up on the wall. So there's many examples, and they may even give you a pamphlet of how to take care of a certain illness, and that's written by a technical writer. And this particular industry is somewhat more demanding with educational requirements. So they often look for a bachelor's degree or even more educational experience in a particular medical field. Now, what about freelance technical writing? Well, freelance technical writers don't have any barrier to entry to start as they're working for themselves. You don't need a degree or certification as long as you have a strong ability to sell your skills. As a freelancer, you can start working on small projects with different clients and gain valuable experience. Then you can decide whether to make the leap to a company or continue writing freelance for your own clients and even scale your own technical writing agency one day. And there we have it. That's everything on the technical writer's education requirements. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more technical writing content. And I'll go ahead and see you in some of our following videos. Cheers.